היינו מלח העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Amen.
Welcome, everyone. We just want to say thank you to all of our family, our friends that have came long distances. Everybody in this room knows Harry and I and the boys in some fashion. As they say, it takes a village to raise children these days. I completely agree with that. If I cry in my speech, I'm going to hand it to my husband, and he may cry too, as you all know Harry. But as most of you say, Harry can talk to a tree or a wall. As the rabbi said today, Tammy, as I quietly went up there, he whispers to me and he says, "Harry can talk to a tree, right?" I said, "No, he can talk to a wall too." It's very hard for Harry and I to believe that our little men are now 13. Time has flown. It seems like just yesterday that you ended our lives, boys. And now we cannot imagine it without the two of you. While we have our tribulations, both Hunter breaking his leg when he was 2, Heath with his floating rib and in the hospital, off and on dealing with that for weeks and months, requiring months of physical therapy to resolve. Life has never been boring with the kids. The boys that were, you gotta read. Nope, the boys.
Boys always able to deal with their issues. There was no complaining, just resolve to push through it and get to the other side. In 5th grade, we got an email from Heath's teacher that she was very proud of him. There were kids picking and bullying on other kids in their class, and he stood up for each student against the other kids and also befriended them. Hunter was on the school bus when he was little, and other kids started to bully him. And he didn't fight back, even though he knew Taekwondo, and by then I think he was a green belt. And he could have defended himself. We learned a lesson. When we asked Hunter why he didn't told us, we told him not to fight. So be very careful what you tell your kids, because they may actually take it literally, because he didn't defend himself. We went to London for a wedding, and of course vacation. It was amazing looking everything through their eyes. The questions were numerous and often insightful. But watching you at the wedding, dancing in your tuxes, made us to realize how much you had grown up. Your interaction with your family you'd never met, and the hugs and kisses were real, shows how big your hearts are.
Why'd you leave off? See, it's a comic thing here tonight. We also want to thank our friend Laura. Without her, there would be no bar mitzvah today. She took both Hunter and Heath to Hebrew school every week for 4 years. We are very grateful, Laura. Lastly, we'd like to thank our babysitters. Being there in every emergency for our kids, our godfathers, Adam and Andy, and Pat, who lives in the building we lived in the condo. They were always there when we needed them. As Adam and Andy babysat for the boys for a week when we went to Paris for the holiday, around the holidays when the boys were 2. It appears the boys had a great time in that they went to parties, which Abba explained how the boys love to have a party whenever possible to this day. I think it started with you guys. When we got back from Paris, they truly would not go to Harry. They picked us up at the airport, Adam and Andy, and the boys were in the truck. And they looked at Dad, Harry, and I said, "Boys, aren't you going to say hi to Daddy?" And they said, "No." Literally, it took 3 weeks before they would actually come to Harry, because they said in their little voices when they were 2, "You took Mommy away from us." Harry had to bribe them to come to him and talk to him. Some things never change. Heath and Hunter, somehow, without you knowing it, you grew up into a loving, compassionate men who not only care about other people and us as a mom and dad, but everything around you. You both always try to do the right thing, even when things are difficult, and for that we are extremely proud of you. As Mommy tells you all the time, continue to be humble, stand up for what's right, and we love you, and we're very proud of you. Thank you for all coming.
ask everybody in the dance floor, I want you to go and grab an adult. Grab an adult. Just go ahead and grab an adult. Any adult. Yeah, just go.
I just want to say, for everybody that came here for coming today, I sat with my parents. The speech you guys gave me, my mom and parents were beautiful. Mom and Dad, thank you for helping me and my brother go through life and just helping us grow up and helping, respecting people, and just being kind and helping the world. Dad, sometimes you can be mean, sometimes you can be nice. But most of all, you're always sweet, you're always kind, you always tell me what to do right. It's just, I can't talk.
As a one would think, I want to feel like all the kids that came today. Maya, Sam.
Thank you.